in this video, I'm just going to show you how to model the midterm part. So there's a couple different ways to do this, but what we want to look for is, where we're going to put the origin. In this case, right, this rectangle is the largest feature, and all of our dimensions are coming from this bottom left corner. So that's going to be our origin. Now, if you put the origin in the middle, I didn't take points on this because it is coordinate dimensioning, so you can really do it however you want. But for a robust model, you really want it to be in this bottom corner. So I'm going to go into my part, sketch, right? I'm going to choose the front plane, and I'm going to sketch, right, a nice rectangle, slap some dimensions on it. So we're going to go 2" by 3". Okay. Now I'm going to extrude that to 0.88. So features, extrude boss base. Now, again, if you just subtracted 0.88 from 0.38 and extruded to that, a 1/2 inch, that's fine. But, and as we'll see later in the semester, you really want these dimensions in the drawing to be the same in the model. So now I've got a block. Now I want to cut away everything except this boss. So I'm going to hit Control-1 on my keyboard. I'm going to sketch, right, a circle right here. And this is a thing I've seen a couple times, right? You want to separate all your sketches out. You don't want to try to do it all at once. Okay, so I've got the diameter of that boss. I'm going to get the distance from the bottom, 1 inch, and then the distance from the left side, just matching up with what's on the drawing here, of 1.5, and that's fully defined. Now, if you just made this a 1/2 inch, right, this first extrude feature, you would just extrude this up, whatever it is, 0.38. But the way I'm doing it, I'm going to cut all of this away. What I have to do is make sure the outside of this rectangle is also in the sketch. So what I'm going to do here is convert entities. I'm going to click on that entire face, and that's going to make everything around here a closed sketch. So watch what happens. I exit sketch, features, extrude cut. Now it's got everything except that boss selected. So I'm going to go 0.38 and take away that material. Again, if you did extrude 0.5 here, extrude up 0.38 here, that's okay for now, but this is the better way to control it per the drawing. Now, there's a couple ways to approach the next part. Let's go with the simplest way first. I'm going to do an extruded cut. I'm going to do the through hole first. Remember, to get in the center of this, I'm just going to hover over the outside of the circle to wake up that center point. Apply a dimension. So the dimension is 0.375. I'm going to exit the sketch, and I'm going to do a through all in condition for this. There we go. So there's our through hole. Now we want to do this counter bore feature. It's going to be a 1/2 inch in diameter and 3/8 deep. Same thing. Click on this surface, extruded cut. Wake up that center, put a circle on there. We're going to go 0.5. Now, the idea here is that we're going to use that center because it's already controlled with dimensions that locate the center of this boss. So we don't have to put more dimensions in there than necessary. So I'm going to go to blind, and then 0.38 is the depth of this hole. There we go. What that allows us to do, right, the point of this is that if I change this to 1 inch, I'm going to hit rebuild here. It moves everything over all at once. So that just makes the model and the drawing more robust, right? You can make changes to one thing and change everything related to it. So I'm going to open that back up. change it to 1.5, put it back in the middle, hit regenerate. So we only have one feature left, right? We've just got this chamfer. So I'm going to come down here, or pan over. I'm going to select this edge, go to the fillet feature, select chamfer right under it. Now, the trick here, and I didn't take points for this, if you just put 0.13 and then did this, right? It's symmetric and it's one dimension. One of the quirks of Solidworks is that if you do this, you only get this one dimension when we start making drawings. So I want to do asymmetric and just make each of these dimensions the same. Again, I didn't take points for this. It's not that big of a deal. In the model, it means the same thing. Just in the drawing, when you try to bring it in, you want both of these dimensions. I'm going to hit check. And that's it, right? That's all you needed. Tried to be generous with the points on this particular assignment. If you put the origin in the middle, I accepted that. If you used a countersink whole wizard, I generally accepted that as well. The easier way, though, is just to do a chamfer. So that's it. I accepted a whole bunch of different versions of this. As long as everything was fully defined and you had all the features, you were good to go.